Hi Ramesh, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How about you, sir?
I'm good too. Thank you. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you for giving this. First of all, introduce myself, sir. My name is Ramesh. I came from Manibadi in Tamil Nadu. I done my degree in Sacred College with Tirupattur, 67 percentage, and I complete software testing course in QSPAD Training Institute of Bangalore, and a very good knowledge about automation testing and manual testing. And would like to say about my strength is I'm a good team player and collaborate with many peoples. And I would like to say about my weakness is at the time doing only one task only, not doing multiple tasks.
Mhm.
And my goal is I'm becoming a software development test engineer. That's all, sir.
Okay, great. So what do you know about OOPS concepts?
Oops, consists the encapsulation, inheritance, and abstraction, polymorphism. Inheritance means the process hiding internal states that require some non-static method is called inheritance. Inheritance we can achieve data hiding also. Data hiding we can use private keyword. You can use private keyword. You use only within class only. We use another class. We use getter and setter method. Getter method we use only reading purpose only. Setter method we use only modify modify the values also.
Mhm.
If you want to only modify, you design only setter method only. You modify only, you use setter method, and reading only we use getter method. Sorry, sir. Some and
Oh,
inheritance is just the process of subclass object reference is super converting superclass is called inheritance. Inheritance there are five types of inheritance: single level, single, multi-level, and hierarchy, multiple, and hybrid level. Single level is inheritance between only two classes is called single level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance, inheritance between more than one class is called multi-level inheritance, and hierarchy inheritance superclass having more than one subclass in level is called hierarchy inheritance. Multi-level inheritance subclass having more than one subclass in level is called multi-level hierarchy. Multi-level hierarchy, multiple hierarchy you use get exception called
multiple or
class called exception.
multi-level? Yeah, multiple or
Multiple,
multi-level.
multiple,
Which
multiple,
which inheritance you are referring to?
multiple, sir.
Multiple. So is
Mul-
multiple inheritance possible in Java? Supported by
no,
Java?
sir. No, sir. You get exception.
Yes, yes. So
Class cuts,
multiple
class cuts.
inheritance, correct. So multiple inheritance is not supported by Java. What is
Yeah.
multi-level inheritance?
Multi-level inheritance, the class inheritance between more than one class.
Hmm.
More than one class is called multi-level inheritance.
Okay. Okay. What is the syntax of inheritance?
Inheritance we use extends easier relationship
Hmm.
between two classes. We use extends keyword also.
Mhm. Right. So a class extends another class using extends keyword, right?
Yeah,
So
sir.
you can use either extends of implement keyword to implement inheritance in Java, right? So
Yes, sir.
you have to say extend is the keyword, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, okay, now what is the difference between now and current underscore date method in function in SQL?
SQL. What, sir?
What is the difference between now and current underscore date?
Current underscore date. Current underscore date. If you higher it. Yes, select hashtag from EMP where hide date. This is use like command also,
Mhm.
and single quotes modulus symbol use today date also.
Okay, so that is the query. That is the
Yeah,
query how you will
query.
execute. You will write that query and you will execute. But what is the basic difference between the two functions?
I don't know, sir.
No worries. See, now returns a constant time, right? That indicates the time at which the statement begins to execute. It can be within a stored function or trigger. So now returns the time at which the function or triggering statement begin to execute, right? Now coming to the current date. Current date will fetch the date of the current day. So let's say today is Saturday, so it's 6th of May. So it will fetch the date of the current day. So that is current underscore date, right? And it
Okay,
will
sir.
fetch the current date and time. So again, they can also ask the format. So it will fetch the current date and time in the format of YYY So year, month, and date, hours, minutes, and seconds. So that will be the format in which the current date will be fetching the date of the current day. Okay.
Sir, I have doubt, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, is possible Oracle SQL also? No.
Oracle and SQL both are different database. In
Yeah, I
company,
use Oracle.
okay,
Oracle.
you have
Okay,
used.
so yeah, it is struggling this one.
No worries, no worries. See, SQL
Okay,
basics you might be asked in an interview, right? So you have
okay,
to be
okay,
ready. Okay.
okay, sir.
Now let's say you have a table. You have one table in SQL which has got duplicate rows. Okay. For example, names are there and age is there. Two columns are there. Now there are multiple people with the same age, right? Then how will you remove the duplicate rows in the table? What
Use
query you will
distance.
execute? Yeah.
Use distance keyword, sir. Distant.
Distant keyword. Oh,
Distance.
are you sure distant keyword in SQL would be used for this?
Yes, sir. Distance you use to remove duplicate values also, sir.
Mhm. So so you are telling about distance or distinct statement.
Distant.
Okay.
DISTINT.
TINCT. So select,
Okay.
yeah. So select distinct statement. It is used to return only distinct, different values, right? So that is
Okay.
one of the approach you can take. You can either fetch only distinct values. Also, if you
Okay.
want to remove duplicate values, then what will you do?
Duplicate values
Hmm.
and sir, that's no.
Okay, okay, fine. See, if you have to remove the duplicate values, then you can use delete query, right? You have to remove the duplicate records from the table. So you,
Totally we remove.
yeah, totally remove. So you can use delete
Okay.
query, delete from
Yeah.
whichever the table name is there, where ID is in select ID. So I'll show you what kind of query you can write. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
You are able to see my screen, right?
Distinct.
See, we have to remove the
Yes, sir.
duplicate records from the table, duplicate IDs, right? So you can see B has similar age, right? So what you can do is delete from table where ID in, and you can write this kind of query. Select ID, count ID from table, group by ID having count ID greater than 1.
Okay. Having.
This is how you can approach such kind of questions.
Okay, sir.
Now, what is Maven?
Maven is a open source tool, sir. We build a management tool. We
Hmm.
use certain commands also. Maven test is used to testing the build use. Maven compile the all the programs. We use Maven compilation. Maven compile. Maven validation. You download all the jar files. We use Maven validation. Maven clean. You use world reports to delete. You use Maven clean.
So that is the life cycle of Maven, right? The life
Okay.
cycle of Maven, it has got 8 steps. So that also can be one more question, right? you will have validate, compile, test, package, integration, verify, install, deploy. So that is the life cycle. But what is actually Maven? So you were telling it's an open source tool, but what is this used for?
Build management tools, sir. We
Build
use some
management. Uh,
build management tool. We
mhm.
use some different things to add the form class also. We don't need to download jar files and some different things also. We only add and automatically download the Maven form class also.
Right. So in simple words, in an interview, if someone is asking you what is Maven, so you have to explain Maven is a powerful project management tool that is based on project object model form, right? It is used for project build, dependency, and documentation, right? So again, this project object model, you don't have to confuse with page object model, right? So this is how you can explain. It is used for project build, dependency, and documentation. It is a tool that can be used for building and managing any Java-based project, right? It makes
Okay.
day-to-day work of developers and automation testers much easier, and it helps in building and running any of the Java-based project, right? So this is how you can explain.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Now, what does Maven test command do?
Test command do is
MVN,
test execution.
yeah,
MEN test. You use execute the test. What are the number? What are the test compile the form class we have? That's the execution. Execution will do test command.
right. So it will run the test for the project. Okay. What does MVN clean install do?
Kill install do deleting the old reports.
Hmm,
Deleting.
okay. So what is the difference between MVN clean and MVN clean install?
I don't know, sir. Clean install and I know only 4 commands only Maven.
Okay, no worries. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. What is the difference between MVN clean and MVN clean install?
Clean install you
Hmm,
old reports also deleting also, sir.
hmm.
Clean install old reports
Yeah,
already running any.
might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let the viewers first answer the question, right? Then we will answer in the comment section of the video.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is good. Okay. Okay, now there is an application and I'm performing login feature. I'm using login functionality in that. I want to log
Okay,
in
sir.
into that application, right? But as soon as I'm entering my username, I'm entering my password and I click on submit button. So it is not working. So how will you test this particular scenario?
Use JavaScript language. You disable element or
No, no,
is
no.
showing.
So
Hmm?
yeah, so it's not related to automation. It's actually related
Hmm.
to manual testing only. Let's say you entered
Okay.
valid username, valid password.
Hmm.
Now
Okay,
you're
sir.
trying to you clicked on submit button. Okay, that click is
Okay.
also working, but you're not able to log into the application.
Is
So
correct value requirement, sir?
yeah, so
Requirement.
as per the requirement, you have entered valid username, valid password. Now,
Okay.
when you click on submit button, you're not able to log in into that application. So what will you do in this scenario?
This scenario. To interact with senior test engineer and lead also.
Then,
Then I will possible to write any use design test design technique also.
hmm,
Use boundary value analysis.
boundary value analysis. So for this, do you think boundary value analysis would be required?
I will to check the person this is valid or not valid to check also.
Valid or not valid means?
If my name is Ramesh, if password username is Ramesh, password is Ramesh at 00.
Hmm.
I will check username is Ramesh G or Ramesh R, Ramesh H or some password is username also check.
So you mean to say you will test with various
Various
permutation and
inputs are the
combination?
various
You will have-
inputs. Okay.
Okay. So that is one of the aspect. You will be testing with various scenarios. But I'm giving you one scenario in which you have a valid username, you have a valid password. When you click on submit button, still you're not able to log in into that application. Then what will you do? So one thing you mentioned, you will discuss this thing with your senior test engineer with QA lead, right? Then what else will you do? Will you raise a defect and assign it to the developer?
Yes, sir. Defect.
Okay.
This
So
is
it might would have happened that someone would have removed your user from the application, which is why you are not able to log in into that application. So that before creating that defect, will you not check that thing?
yeah defect, sir.
Yeah. So it's not a defect. Maybe someone might would have unintentionally deleted your user from the application. That's why you're not able to log in, right?
Okay. Okay.
Because because you have to check first of all. So what will you do? You can request some other user who is already logged in into that application, and you can check in the user management or somewhere that in the list of users whether your user is there or not. That's how you can check, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. So you will ask someone to check, and if your user itself is not there, then you won't be able to log in.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, can you write a Java program to convert value from Fahrenheit to Celsius?
Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, sir.
Can you please share your screen? I'm giving you screen sharing rights. You just have
Okay,
to
sir.
click on share screen button, the green color, and then you can open Notepad plus plus Notepad, any ID you can open, anything is fine.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, screen sharing varies.
So it is there in the share screen. You can see the green color button.
Oh,
Just have
okay.
to click on that button and share your entire screen so we can see. It's loading. Yeah, fine. You have to take any value and you have to convert it from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Okay, sir. One point eight.
So can you run it, please? Okay, you are still writing. Okay. So what is the formula? So formula you will have to use.
Formula FY12, sir.
It is whatever the Celsius. So Fahrenheit and Celsius are nothing but they are measures of temperature, right? Now
Yes.
there is a scientific.
32.
Yeah, it is
30,
minus
30,
32 into 5 by 9. So whatever value you have in Fahrenheit, that is minus 32 into 5 by 9. So that is a formula.
into 5.
So whatever value you have in Fahrenheit value minus 32 into 5 by 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So this won't work, right, Ramesh? Why it will not work? Because you have mentioned minus 32. See, shall I share my screen and show you the program?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just a second. Is my screen visible?
Now as visible, sir.
See,
Yeah.
you have to create this program class, public class Celsius, public static void main string arguments, float, Fahrenheit, comma Celsius. Right? Float is the data type that we will
Yeah,
use.
right.
Fahrenheit is any value you can take 43 or something. Now Celsius equal to whatever the value you have minus 32 into 5 pi. Right?
5.9. Okay. Sir.
Hmm. As you had already you had mentioned no minus 32, so it will not work. You have to mention Fahrenheit, the variable which under
Fahrenheit
you get
minus
the value.
32.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, always took to float only or into to take
Int
data type.
also you can take, but why we are taking float? Because sometimes it will have some values, right? So that's why we will take float data type.
Okay.
Every time it cannot be an
Okay.
integer,
Okay, sir.
right?
Sir, I have one more question, sir. Ma'am, you told is a project management tool. Project management tool.
So project
This is
management
a
because it is helping you in configuring and in maintaining the dependencies.
okay.
Yes, you were telling
Yeah.
something. Please go ahead. Fine.
Fine, sir. Fine.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ramesh. We are done with the interview, right? So, do you have any questions for us?
Sir, when you get any interview, sir, now is a decision law.
Mhm. So, maybe I think after 3 to 4 months, you'll start getting interview opportunities. Hello, hello, Ramesh, am I audible?
Not getting any requirement, sir.
Hello, Ramesh, am I audible?
Audible, sir?
Yes. So I was telling that interview calls and all these things you will be getting after 2 to 3 months. You can utilize
Okay.
this time in preparing for the interviews.
Sir, my feedback, sir, now in attending interview.
Okay. So feedback is you have got good communication skills. Your technical knowledge is also good. You have to practice more writing Java programs. Right? You can be
Programs,
asked
okay,
any
sir.
kind of Java program in an interview. So you have to practice those things. Practice SQL also.
SQL, okay, sir. SQL, I know only the Oracle SQL. So, which one is better? MySQL and
Hmm. I think both are better, but it also depends on which project you are joining, right?
okay,
In that project, if they are using SQL, then you will have to get hands-on with SQL. So get grip on multiple things. So it is easy for you once you get the interview calls and you get real-time job.
okay, sir. Sir,
Right?
are you a trainer or
No, I'm not a trainer.
working?
Yeah, I'm working actually.
Working. Thank you for this
Okay.
giving this opportunity, sir.
Thank you so much, Ramesh, and wish you all the best for
Sir,
your career. Please share.
Again,
Yeah, Ramesh, please.
again, you attend any mock interview, sir?
Yeah,
We conducted.
you can attend after some time.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Ramesh. It was nice talking.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
You too. You too.
Thank you.